Do you see? Marv is recording.
Marv is recording.
Shout out to Marv. Bravery Studio.
All right, I'm almost done writing.
I'm gonna do a commercial for him.
binge.
Welcome to Bravery Studio. Welcome to Bravery Studio, home of the land, home of the free, home of the pod.
I look cute. I told you, trans cuteness.
Trans cute.
Transmute the cuteness. Trans cuteness.
The poof, the Afro poof is.
The Afro poof.
What do you call it? The curly poof.
What about it?
It looks good.
It's giving. This is day.
You're giving.
This is day
very
2 hair.
Puerto Rican. Like you just left a 20-year marriage, and you're finding yourself again.
Necesito un hombre. Drop the bomb on him. Call your mom on him. Ooh. All right, them's is the clap, so you know what time it is, y'all. It is another episode of Act Up with Alana J, a.k.a. me. It's me. I'm so happy to be here at Bravery Studios. New Jersey's #1 podcast recording studio. F what you heard, okay? That's what it is. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. I took the B out. You hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Tell your mama. Share all of the things. All of the things. Y'all, I'm so happy to be here today with another dope-ass guest who I have known for a minute.
I do have a dope ass.
You do.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. You've been squatting. You've been thrusting.
Oh, I've been thrusting.
You've been busting.
I
Okay,
was
let me stop.
thrusting 3 hours ago. How about that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn, one day it's going to be that kind of show, huh? All right. He's an entrepreneur. He's a DJ.
Yeah. I do the wiki.
You do the wiki. He is a content creator.
Yes.
He is a music producer.
That's for sure.
He is a zaddy.
Oh, I am Zaddy.
Shout out to
Zaddy.
Lisi.
Yeah, shout outs to Lisi.
Lisi's getting some comedies right now. All right, I'm delaying this intro, but y'all, and he's a very, very dear friend of mine.
Yes, long time.
I'm so honored to have him as a friend.
Aw.
And in my corner. Ladies and gentlemen, there's none of those here. It is One Day in the building. Y'all, he's dancing.
One day? There you go. Thank you, Marv.
Yeah.
We
I
here.
like that.
We back at it again.
One day, I'm so glad that you made it today because we have tried to do this on a few days.
Yes. And finally it's here.
I don't know what was going on, but I knew we were gonna make it happen. All right, I am officially ready. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Eric knows what time it is. That's One Day's real name.
Eric One Day doesn't matter.
Eric One Day, okay?
It's okay.
Because I met you as Eric Kid. We'll talk about the evolution. All right. So I'm gonna give him random words. He's gonna give me the first word of thought. In 3, 2, 1. Highlight.
Marker.
Treat.
Weed.
Prison.
Diddy.
Face.
Mine.
Get it. Noise.
Last night.
Slap.
Last night. In a good way.
Smash.
Last night.
Difference.
Pass. I don't know. I get
Glory.
Mora from
Shout out to Glory. Guest.
the clothes. Oh, me.
Period.
Once a month.
Struggle.
Last 3 years.
We.
That was fun. And very real. Everything I said was fun.
I'm dying. I'm dead. As the Gen Alphas say. Oh my God, that was too
Gen
funny.
Alpha?
The last one, Gen Alpha.
Okay.
That's like, I don't, how old are they? They're the children. I mean, I feel like everyone
I have no idea.
younger than me is a child.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of people at this point. The last one was we, W-E. You were like, weed? But
Oh.
I love that.
I was gonna. Okay, now that I know it, I would have said our family. We.
I'm happy that you said you got so enthusiastic about weed personally.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we popping gummies in here.
That's what God intended for today. You know, He intended that. We don't know His pronouns. They intended.
Please.
Have you seen his dick? I wrote that in my one-woman show. Anyway, it's not original. It's not a really original thought, but saying it as a 12-year-old was fun. Nonetheless, all right, we got a minute on the clock for me to ask you random questions. Let's try to keep the answers as succinct as possible. I've been forgetting to tell guests that.
Succinct?
And it's fine. Brief.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I have a fucking cat at my dictionary. Okay, go ahead. Succinct. What are we, fucking Miriam?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Miriam and Webster. Who's the other one? Anyway, let's go. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Where'd you grow up?
Englewood, New Jersey.
When did you know you wanted to be a DJ?
When this girl grinded on my thing and I was playing the music.
How were you playing the music?
Off an iPod.
Oh, okay.
So I said, if I played the music and they're dancing on me, I want to keep doing this.
Who's your favorite DJ?
Off the top of my head, I want to say right now, James Hype.
When's your next show? When's your next event, rather?
This
Party.
Friday, old school versus new school reggaeton.
Old school versus new school reggaeton. Who's your favorite artist?
Right now, J. Cole.
Okay. Best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, I want to say Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake at Yankee Stadium.
Oh my God, I was there too. Okay. Shit, I forgot the next one.
I did.
Who is your biggest inspiration? Oh fuck, who's your biggest inspiration?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Really? Are you being facetious? Do you need me to spell that one too?
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Facetious? I think I know that one.
Really? Bill Nye the Science Guy is your biggest inspiration?
No, but he's one of my inspirations.
One of them?
I was trying to be quick with it.
Okay, all right. I appreciate the candor. I mean, Miss Frizzle is one of mine, so I wasn't.
Love Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle, yeah. I'm Miss Frizzle for Rizzle. I be teaching.
I used to record I was such a nerd. I used to have VCR and I would record. It would come on like at 12 o'clock and I'll be in school. So I would record Bill Nye the Science Guy every day on PBS. And after Bill Nye the Science Guy was the Magic School Bus.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that. And they were both white. I mean, Miss Frizzle
and on drugs. There had to be some sort of like.
Somebody was tripping on something.
I mean, whoever made the Magic School Bus was a fucking trip.
Oh yeah, it was on acid, LSD, shrooms.
Let's put the kids in. Let's make them small in the bus
put them inside of people's bodies.
And they're going in bodies and going inside fucking dolphins and shit. I don't know.
Does your son watch the Magic School Bus?
No, he watches Fortnite.
That's a video game though, right?
Yeah, that's what he watches. He loves Cobra Kai right now.
Cobra Kai, okay.
Cobra Kai's his thing. He's like.
That's what, on Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
He wants to do martial arts?
No.
Oh, he just likes to watch?
He just likes watching people fight. So.
Got you.
Which is it's a good and bad thing. So.
Well, shout out to Landon. He's listening.
Yes.
That's Eric's son. Eric.
Yes.
One day. How did we meet?
Alana.
Did we meet? Did we meet?
We met through somebody. We met through a mutual.
We met through a mutual.
But I never forget the first day seeing you. We didn't meet that day.
When was that?
I was working at Blue Moon in Englewood, New Jersey.
Yes.
And you was sitting outside with somebody. I don't know who it was.
Me neither.
And I was like, oh, that girl's cute. But then you were loud as you were loud.
Yes.
So I was
still
like,
loud.
Still the same person.
I just like to say I have a powerful voice. So
you definitely stood out that day, and I remember you, and I said, oh, cool.
Could have been the MO.
She's cool. Whatever.
Got some specks of narcissism in me.
Then long story short, my friend was like, yo, I want to meet you. Want to introduce you to this girl. She's like in the media stuff and blogging. This blogs were big in the time. You were doing this blog, I think, at that time, and then that's how we met, and then since then.
Yes. And we wrote for a blog together as well, Killer Hip Hop.
KillerHipHop.com. Shouts to Leon. I don't know where he's at.
Me neither. Me neither.
I have no idea. The site
is still up.
The interviews are still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good time.
It was a great time.
Great time in our journey in this artistry. That
yes.
Yes.
And it's
been a ride.
It's definitely been a ride. It's definitely been nonlinear, and like somehow
we used to have a radio show together.
I forgot about that. I was just about to say that we had you at Rutgers on the radio. I think, did you DJ live on the radio? Did you come with a turntable?
No.
Okay,
But I remember being on air. Yes.
Yeah. So we at Rutgers, which I had one of my previous guests,
Reese's from Rutgers.
Logan X. Oh yeah. So me and her have definitely met 1,000%. There's no way we haven't met before. Shout out to Logan X, who was one of the pioneers of the core.
Okay.
He really was like, his show was responsible for having Rutgers Radio be on the map. Nonetheless,
nice.
If you haven't watched that episode, go watch that episode. So my first and only thus far masked guest. Very interesting. I loved that journey. So
he came in with a mask.
Yeah, that's what he does as a part of his performance.
Hey man, anybody who starts a radio show in the college has the rights to wear a mask.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Those are the rules. We don't make them up. Anyway, so then we did do One Day Radio. We did One Day Radio.
And I was called Eric Kidd at that time. So I like
You were Eric Dick.
I like
Eric Dick, I almost said.
Welcome to the Eric Dick Show, where shit is long and hefty.
Stop it. I mean, look, I'm just influenced by your answers from palabras, okay? It's infiltrated my cranium.
Yes.
Nonetheless. So
but that show was called The One Day Show by DJ Eric Kidd.
Right.
So
and then you took on One Day as your moniker.
And then one day, I got tired of Eric Kidd because
you weren't a kid
everybody
anymore.
in the motherfuckers DJ world wanted to be Kidd. It was like James Kidd and Frank Kidd, and I was like, "What is all these kids coming from?"
Yeah, everywhere.
And then also I was like, I can't be fucking 30 years old DJing and still call myself Kidd. So and then at that time I was on Twitter and like doing a lot of like motivational quotes and ending it with One Day, and then I was like, it'd be cool if people called me One Day, and then people were calling me One Day at parties while I was DJ Eric Kidd. They'd be like, "Yo, One Day." And then I thought that was pretty cool. So then now we're here One Day, a few years later. And now I love it. I get the jokes, one day you'll make it, all that. But, to me, I see it as in one day, everybody's best stories in life, everybody's worst stories in life, everybody's most amazing moments in life always usually starts with the words one day. So I implemented that as in like,
so one
on
day.
the music, one day you heard my song, one day you was at a party, one day. It's like a double entendre when you say it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So kind of is, it's like
poetic. It
is poetic. It's definitely a metaphor. I love that.
Okay, I see
love me a little metaphor. I love it.
Okay, that word is in my dictionary. So
yes,
just so everybody knows.
I'm so happy. Look, I'm always around to help with words. You know, love that. And
Thank
also, when you were still Eric Kidd, we both were at the Source at one time.
Yes.
You were there before me. By the time I got there, you were already gone. So how did you wind up there?
The Source goes back to Blue Moon. Kim Osorio, you know Kim Osorio, right?
Yes, I do. We interviewed her.
Yes,
we interviewed Kim Osorio, on the former editor-in-chief for The Source, on the One Day Show. We did.
Which was like a crazy full circle at that time because Kim Osorio used to come to Blue Moon, which is a restaurant I used to work at as a waiter.
Delicious. Shout out to Inglewood's Blue Moon. That's a staple
They're
in
done
Inglewood.
now. That doesn't exist anymore. Now it's called Akai Moon or something.
But it's still
the infrastructure is there, but yeah.
It's half one side is Japanese, one side is Mexican now, right?
Yep.
That's cute. I like that, a little fusion. Yum. I'm a fusion. That's how I came here.
Shout outs to fusions. So yeah, long story short, Kim Osorio would come eat. I had my server coworker. She would be like, "Yo, I want to work at the Source magazine. Kim Osorio's here," and I was like, first had no idea who she was. Then they told her, and then at the time I'm DJing, but I'm in this I want to get in the industry, but don't know how. then light bulb goes up like, oh, this lady Kim Osorio comes to Blue Moon all the time. My coworker is talking about she wants to do an internship there. This was the first time I ever heard internship. Not even in high school they were like telling me about internships.
Yup, I didn't know till I was like a junior maybe in college what an internship was.
I didn't know that was like you can go work for people for free.
For free, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I was just talking about this last night, which is actually kind of funny. I have gotten 3 class action lawsuit checks from places that I interned because it was illegal. It was illegal.
It was illegal.
It was illegal.
Unless
like I was we were literally producing real radio shows.
Wow.
We weren't just observing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to whatever person after me filed the lawsuit. Thank you very much.
They were pissed. They must have fucked with them hard.
These younger people are not playing that game.
They do not play. They were like,
they're not playing that game.
Y'all dealt with that, but we not.
Right. Right.
I don't know what in this atmosphere, el aire, I don't know what it is that made the younger generation be like, nah, we not doing this.
I think it's the internet and the access to a lot of information that we did not have. We didn't have the information that they are coming at a toto with. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we had Wikipedia back then, barely.
Yeah, but that wasn't until we were already like teenagers.
True.
You know, or, you know, anyway, nonetheless, shout out to y'all for standing up and thank you for them coins. Them's was blessings that was very much needed at the time.
So long story short, Source Magazine, I go into that night, I go into the internet. Facebook is the biggest thing in the world. I go on Facebook, I see the Source Magazine Facebook, and rest in peace to my guy, my brother, Danny, which is crazy to even say right now.
I just found out. I didn't even know.
I can't even believe I'm saying that. But
I didn't even know.
Shout out to Danny McLean. He was the head honcho over there in the digital aspect of Source. Because the physical aspect of the magazine still existed. But the digital thing was taken off, which is the whole blog era and et cetera. And then
What it is now? Because are they still printing?
No,
they don't print at all anymore.
No, not even. Yeah. I don't even think the Source is even a thing anymore. But anyways, long story short.
The site is. It's still up.
The site is definitely still up, but got in there and I started doing the Facebook page. So like it went from one day me being a fan on the Facebook page for the Source to then actually having access to the Source page that I was responding to. Yeah. And then that's how I was in the Source. And then from there, I just built up and started interviewing people for the Facebook exclusively. And before you know it, then Killer Hip Hop came into the spectrum, which was the biggest, to me at that time, was the biggest blog lyric site. Because anytime a new song came out, like a new Drake song or J. Cole or Wale or fucking Chitty Bang and there all these artists that were up and coming, I wanted to read their lyrics, and the only place you can get them was on killerhiphop.com because Leon was a psychopath, and he would fucking get the song, and then once the song would come out 12 o'clock, by 12:30, the lyrics were up because he put them up, and there was no other site doing that besides AZ Lyrics, which was like, it would take months for that.
So was he transcribing all those lyrics himself?
All of them.
Wow.
And then I started transcribing lyrics for him while doing that. And then along came along. Then Rap Genius came along. And then that's when Rap Genius started and then I remember there was talks of Rap Genius with Killer Hip Hop. We wanted to work with each other, but I guess Leon just didn't like the deal and was just like, fuck off. And plus he was in London. Like to this day, I don't know what this man looks like. I don't know what Leon looks like.
I don't even know if I know Leon's last name. He's just Leon.
Yeah, and I convinced him to give me tickets to go to LA, because I was gonna go interview people in LA, which I did. We did, and
I didn't know that.
But I was
Leon, you didn't send me nowhere. No, I'm just kidding.
I did so much free work for this man. I was like, can you at least pay me for a trip to go to LA? And it was a good excuse because my boys were going to LA too. So and I was like, I'll do interviews out there. So that's the Source magazine, and went from there to the Killer Hip Hop scene.
Awesome.
Had a few instances in the Source which led me to leave. I could have stayed, but I was just like, the disrespect here is crazy. I was like, y'all are just writing on the internet and y'all talking to me like I'm fucking up the U.S. government. Like, it's crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
And
egos. In the business,
insane.
All across the industry, whether it's on the media side or on the art side, egos are just, it's par for the course. But,
yeah, it is what it is.
For me, it was just a matter of I need to make money.
Facts. And I know now not to fuck with people so off the rip. Like it just
We
you
were
just build your
younger.
trust factor basically.
Right.
And definitely we were young. But also I'm young and you're not gonna talk to me like that.
Right.
So you guys could fuck off.
Absolutely.
So I was smart though. I had Killer Hip Hop in my back pocket and he was waiting for me to come over and work for him full time. And that's it. And then the moment that really, I think I'll never forget this moment was when I was working at Killer Hip Hop, doing the articles, doing the lyrics. And then I had just dropped a interview. I think I was interviewing Immortal Technique. And
Nice.
and I remember going to class, and the class had all computers, and sometimes you would go into class early and just surf the web. And I remember walking in, and I see this random kid I don't know, and he's literally reading my article on the internet, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is real! Like people are actually reading my shit." So that was a nice moment of clarity of like, okay, I'm in the music industry now. I'm in the industry of music, and we're getting shit popping. We're going to, you know. I've sent you to a few album, I think, song releases, parties. That was a great scene. Anybody
I hosted things on behalf of Killer Hip Hop. I mean, that was during my drinking era, so I was definitely drunk at every one.
Yes.
But you know, it was probably more fun for y'all. May have had a nip slip or two. Who knows?
Oh, it's okay. Nipples free the
You're
nipples,
welcome.
right, young kids?
You're
We're free
welcome.
the nipples.
It's true. It's true. It's actually not illegal. So for the nips to be out. I mean, at least not in New York.
I would prefer.
I don't know if it's legal here. Is it legal in Jersey to have your nips out? Marv, is it legal? Can you look it up? It's not legal?
Can you pull it up on the screen?
Well, he doesn't have to do all that. You could just...
I just wanted to say that.
I want to know if it's legal.
Or maybe...
Anyway, I'm not going to be out here. My areola to nipple ratio is not my favorite. So I don't really like to keep them out.
I do prefer a bigger areola.
That's great.
I'm an areola guy.
And that's all we're going to say about that. How did we go from blogging to breasts? It's not legal? Wow.
The fucking...
But y'all can do it. The men can do it.
Gambinos over here.
Well, it's the same thing. We just have more fat, you know? It's just fat. Anyway, whatever. It's fine.
Well,
it's fine.
Bruh.
That'll be... I'm going to go to whatever meeting and
I want my nipples to be heard.
Advocate to free the nips. What is this? This is titterism.
Stop it. Get some help.
No! I'm not going to stop it, and I am back in therapy. Thank you, whoever that was.
Shouts to BetterHelp.
No, I did BetterHelp. Yo, my BetterHelp.
Is it
they
good
don't
or no?
sponsor the show. My BetterHelp therapist, she just bounced. She just stopped. Our last session, she didn't tell me she was getting off the site or nothing, and then that was it. Like, never heard from her. That's very irresponsible. Like, I could have offed myself.
She definitely needs to
You know what I
better
mean?
help.
Anyway, whatever. We're not going to go there. We're going to get back on the horse. The source.
Christopher Reeves.
The source, Killer Hip Hop. You did have me do some interviews at Killer Hip Hop. I interviewed Kurt Bangs.
Yes, at I think it was at Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it at Warner?
Warner.
It was at Warner.
I remember Warner.
Warner Music.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
A few events and everything. It was cool. We did that.
We did do that.
We did that.
We absolutely did.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, to your point, there definitely was, especially like Strawberry Blunt for me was the thing that got me really excited about blogging because it was all women.
Yeah.
Shout out to Melissa Sweet. Shout out to Hala. Melissa was on the show. It was all women, and just the way that Hala was able to crack the code on optimizing these tools that like she had us all synced up to the Twitter feed, to the RSS feed.
Wow.
For the site. So like every time an article came out, 30, 40 girls with the hashtags already preset, we built the hashtags and the ats into the blog. So whenever it was twatted, it would pop up on Twitter with all of the hashtags and everything built in.
Nice.
So the artists would they would be mentioned 30, 40 times.
Wow.
So that's how we were able to get some of the bigger artists to retweet a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Because they were getting 40 mentions every time we posted an article about them.
Makes sense.
So
great job.
That got me really excited. But yeah, to your point, when we would get that love, it definitely felt like, we're doing something.
We're adding something to the culture.
We're doing something, So yeah, so it's been really cool to like have you be a constant through the blogging era.
It's been through, and now we're artists.
Now we're artists.
Now we're hoping somebody blogs about us.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody blogging about us right now, but
exactly.
we'll get there. There'll be headlines. There'll be Variety. Alana Johnson, brand new actress for Marvel.
Listen, I have on my phone
Aqua Girl.
Ooh, I do
think
like
it'll be
to
perfect.
swim.
You're Puerto Rican. You're small. You got the swimming body.
I really just want to do like an Other Guys. I want to do like the Other Guys, but with me.
That'd be
or
great.
like a Heat. You know,
Which, by the way, I think
action comedy.
I think you should call Guinness Book of Records and
I want to fuck some people up
and ask them.
and make them laugh.
Did you get the record for the smallest cop on television? And Lorna, it's not a diss. I think that's a privilege. Have you ever seen a small cop on TV?
I've seen them in real life.
No, but on TV.
I don't
So I'm
know.
saying, hit up Guinness Book of World Records, and I think you got something.
This man said
you get a plaque. And that's something to brag about.
I'll do it.
Hit them up. Send them an email.
I'll do it. Just so I can
watch you get it. Watch you get it. And
just so I can follow up.
And now we have proof that I said this.
You don't think any midgets have played cops?
No.
Even in a disparaging way?
But they're midgets. There's disability. You are a real full-size human. Bruh.
Bruh. All right. Well, we're gonna look into that. I'll let y'all know if Guinness gets back to me on being a short queen cop.
I want to see.
But it was funny because at my fitting, the tailor woman was like, I think they probably got some short queen cops on the force because they had to tailor all my stuff and like.
That's pretty cool though. Hem my pants. For this girl.
Hem my pants like 6 inches.
Did you do method acting for that role?
What do you mean did I do method? I'm not a cop, Eric, so no, I didn't do method acting.
Like Princess 92 or something in the Heights and
absolutely
like,
not.
Can I shadow for the day?
I honestly
that'd be hilarious.
It's funny because my friend hit me up and he was like, "You even stood like a cop." And that was just, I only wore the uniform at the fitting, right? And then on set that day. So I kind of just had to figure out, I didn't know where I was going to be. I'd never been in the place that the scene was shot.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the day of. You don't have this information in advance. So, and that's my job, is to be able to show up and adapt to whatever scenario I'm put in. So, you know, I was just like literally just getting into my body and I literally I just figured it out on the fly.
Wow.
How to actually carry myself, and because costumes make a huge difference. And that's why rehearsal is so important, especially for live things. I'll give you an example. Like I did a show last night, Bragging Rights, an all women sketch competition. Shout out to Teresa, has been a guest on the show. Black Rose was on my team. She was a guest on the show. Frankie, and these 2 women that I just met, Megan and Taylor, all hilarious queens. Anyway, nonetheless, Teresa's 7 months pregnant.
Wow.
And did the show with us. So we used that to our advantage, and we had her play Santa in a sketch because she had the belly out. It was called the Naughty Pole. So she was Santa working at a sex store, and me, Rose, and Frankie were the elves that worked at the sex store. Anyway, it was really cute. So she wanted a cigarette as a prop. Okay. Mind you, we never rehearsed. We didn't rehearse until right before the show yesterday in person. Yeah. It was all on Zoom, just doing line reads up until 2 hours before the show. Yeah. So, or 3 hours before the show for 1 hour. So she wanted a cigarette. One of the girls had a one-hitter. And she was like, just use this. I don't have a cigarette, but use this. So being 7 months pregnant, when she was on stage and went to use it, she got so sick. Like she felt so nauseous.
Really? Oh, just from the act of it.
Yeah, no, because your sense of smell and taste is so much more sensitive when you're pregnant. So it made her physically nauseous. And like on stage, we all felt like it seems like Teresa's energy is it dropped a little bit. And that after the show, when she told us what happened, we were like, that makes a lot of sense. So anyway, why did I bring that up? Oh, all just to talk about rehearsal, how important it is to rehearse, because had we done that prior, we would have known we got to use something else. Wow. But since she didn't get the prop until right before we went on fucking stage, we're professionals. You know, we knew we were
Yeah,
going to
you
pull it
got
off.
to.
Look, with sketch comedy, sometimes it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like even SNL, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the sketches are never finished
Yeah.
before. It's like the show doesn't happen when they're ready. The show happens when the show has to start.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly how, like, we were all professionals. Like at this point with my MFA, I've done so much more with so much less that I'm just very comfortable arriving at a situation and just being like, okay, let's go. You know what I mean?
And I think that's when you realize that you're a professional.
Yeah.
That's like if anybody ever wonders, how do I know I'm a professional? It's when you can show up an hour, 2 hours before anything. And if you have collaboratives with you, you got to work with people. And they know also what to do or how to work with you. You're a professional. You are now officially a working artist and stuff.
1,000%.
It's like the same thing last night. I DJ last night, but I DJ with it's a hybrid band. So it's me plus violin plus sax plus percussion with the djembe.
Dope.
Never met any of them before. We never even spoke. We haven't even spoken. Like we haven't speak or spoken. Sorry, my English is perfect.
It's fine. It's the gummy. Just blame the gummy.
We never rehearsed or anything.
Right.
And we fucking rocked it.
Yeah.
That's because we're professionals. We know our keys. We know tempo. We know to give space. We just know. You're just professional. So we some professional ass motherfuckers.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Alana J, and I'm here to tell you about all the magic that is happening at Bravery Studios, New Jersey's #1 podcast recording studio. At Bravery Studios, you handle all the talking and they do the rest. That's it. Seriously, all you have to do is show up and shine. Yes, honey, work. With 3 different filming locations, there's a perfect space for every type of podcast. From cozy chats to high-energy shows, Bravery has got you covered. But wait, there's more. Bravery Studios hosts monthly events and podcast gatherings, perfect for networking and connecting with fellow creators. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Bravery Studios and let's make some podcast magic together. Do it. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. I don't think I've had any other DJs on the show. How did you study to become a professional DJ other than like just playing with the actual equipment? Like what was your
I tell everybody who asks me, how do I become a DJ? Number one, a DJ is not the turntables. The DJ is not what you do physically. It's what you know mentally. This is my definition. So a DJ is somebody who knows how to take one song and then go into another song and keeping a energy. That is DJing. Disc jockey, which is jockeying. You're controlling the car. You're controlling the horse. A jockey like on a horse. Disc jockey, you're controlling the disc, which we used to do CDs back in the day.
Yeah.
But now it's MP3s, but same concept where you control what plays after another. That is DJing. The turntables is just the other element of the complete package, but that's how I study. Is just knowing my music, going out to parties. You have to go outside. You cannot be a DJ and be an introvert, unfortunately. It just does not work. You need to go outside. You need to know what's playing. You need to know what people are reacting to. You need to like songs that you don't like, but just get comfortable and learn how to deal with that. To go back to how do I study to be a DJ, or how do I, it's all in the music. It's just the music, what you love to play, and learning what goes after. I'm at a point now where I could play a song and I don't need headphones. Lately I have not been using headphones, and I already know what the next song is. I already know what's
and wearing the headphones.
Headphones prepares you to, let's say, I have a song, but I'm not sure about this song if it's gonna match with this song, so I'm gonna put my headphones on.
Yeah.
So literally, when you see a DJ with headphones on, he's literally listening to the next song while everybody's partying to the song that's playing out in the speakers right now. And then
the more you know.
That's why the headphones, not just to look cool. Yeah, Frozen, let it go. That's the purpose of the headphones, which is to cue your next song up. But sometimes, majority of the time now, I don't. I know my music.
So it's a lot of your study is more like sociological versus theoretical.
Yes, correct.
It's going out in the field.
Yes.
And in your case, the field is them clubs.
Them clubs.
It's
Back
them
in the day.
it's
Back
them
in the day.
streets.
Now I'm more
Yeah.
inside. Now I'm just, you won't see me outside unless I'm making money. Like,
Yeah.
unless I'm getting paid to play or I know the venue owner and I'm just real good friends. Show love. But yeah.
It's really awesome because I feel like when we met, you were literally just starting.
I literally,
You were
yeah.
just learning.
I was just, yeah.
I remember when we had the interview in Ted's basement, who, shout out to RIP TTVR.
I remember Ted now.
Thank you.
There you go.
I knew you knew.
You had to add that element. Now I remember
I said
walking
it.
into the basement.
You just didn't listen. Oh, the basement. You needed the basement.
I remember the basement.
Remember
now.
Basement ENT?
Yes.
That, shout out to BJ. That's who was asking me if I was pregnant because apparently he didn't realize I had tits. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm not. Neither here nor there. But I remember you being there and just like exploring what Ted had out. Ted is a phenomenal DJ and music producer as well. And which you also do. You also produce music now. But my point was just that like it's really cool that to see your whole evolution because you're like honestly when I booked you for my shows, it's not because you're my friend. It's because you're genuinely one of the best DJs I know.
Oh, thank you.
You know, so
I am.
And
What's
see,
up?
yeah, he is. So
What's up?
wherever you are, if you got a budget to fly him out, book him
Yeah,
for your.
if you have a budget, is the highlight.
Yes, if you have a budget, obviously if you're in New Jersey, hit him up for your events, your quinceañeras, your como la flores, your
it has
wedding,
to be a
or
very
whatever.
extravagant. It's like we're like at MTV Super Sweet 16 level now. So
Yes, my cousin, who's a boy, had one of those.
for real,
Wait, did he have an episode?
I'm like,
No, I don't know if he had an
jealous.
episode. I don't know if he had. I don't know. I'll have to confirm.
on
this.
the MTV
But
one.
he did have basically a Sweet 16 party. But I don't know if it was on MTV or if in my brain I was like, this should be on MTV. Anyway,
okay.
I
yeah,
digress.
those
I'm not
levels
gonna
of parties
expose him right
turn me
now
up.
if that didn't happen.
You sure about that?
I'm not. The party
sure about
actually
that?
happened.
That's why-
I don't know if it was recorded for television. It could have been.
It was actually a Chinese man with a camera. They're like MTV.
I'm dead.
He's like, no, these is
Nobody-
Beijing.
yeah, I
this is
don't-
spy for Beijing.
Anyway, book Eric. Book one day. That's the thesis of
Yes,
this
thank you.
last
I
last
appreciate it.
exchange. As far as music, as producing music
Yes.
goes.
I've been doing that. I started producing. I'm thinking of the years. Okay, I want to say it was definitely after high school.
Mhm.
So we're talking. I'm about to tell my age, but like about 8 years ago, 10 years ago. But I was dabbing in it. I was just dabbing. I had a friend. He would just
Dabbing and dabbling?
I'm with that. So that he would produce, but I was always DJing and stuff. And then it's like music production and DJing has this unspoken, like, brotherhood in a way, or sisterhood. It doesn't matter the gender or whatever, but it's just this companionship where DJs want to produce and producers want to DJ, but also they go hand in hand because whatever I produce, I can also DJ it. So, you know what I'm saying? But I can also DJ stuff, do a live mix of a DJ set, of a remix or a mashup, and that's considered a production. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So I was just already thinking of it, like, I need to learn how to produce, but seriously started taking producing, like, seriously, where artists started spitting on my beats were 2021. So about 3 years ago now. So I'm 3 years in on just like.
Did the lockdown have an influence on the extent to which you were making music?
It did, because I wasn't, well, during the COVID, I was heavy on the radio. I was doing like podcasts, and I had my own little radio show on Station Head, which was like this app that I found and made a bunch of friends around the world, and I started becoming popular on it.
That's
It was kind of like Clubhouse. Remember Clubhouse?
I didn't have Clubhouse because I had an
now
Android.
it's called Twitter Space or X Space or X Voices or
What?
whatever. It's
I
where
didn't
you
even
can
know
just
that.
be live.
I had an Android at the time, and Clubhouse wasn't on Androids at the time. Then I got really mad at somebody, and I threw my phone and broke it, which is generally how I wind up needing new
Look at
phones.
fate.
And got an iPhone.
Not
that you needed that backstory, but I thought it would be cute.
So production, yeah. So then I got in contact with, shouts to Alexander Noir, got in contact with him. is my brother from the Def Jam days.
Shout out to Alexander.
When we were interns at Def Jam, working for.
That's right. You interned at Def. Damn, you've been in them streets.
I gotta be outside. Gotta be outside.
So that's The Source. That's Def Jam.
The Source, Def Jam, Killer Hip Hop. Then I went into Univision with Luis Jimenez. So I did radio. So
producing the podcast.
So I went into the Latin world and started producing, not podcast, radio, live radio. We were on 96.3, and then we would do a podcast after the show. So then I was doing that, learned the boards, learned everything, and then I was in the Latin industry world. And then that kind of grasped me into like, oh, okay, there's money here. Like I'm Latino, I'm Colombian, Guatemalan, and I've just been focused on hip hop, which is just American based. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I need to show more love to my Latin side because that shit is international. Like if you're a hit in Puerto Rico, that means you're a hit in Puerto Rico, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru. You're a lot of countries, not just United States. So.
Latinos are very loyal people.
Very loyal
to brands, to artists.
Most loyal.
Maybe a little too loyal. We need a new Mark Anthony, okay? We need a new one. I love you, Mark.
My issue with Latino fans is that they think they're so old to being fans that they get really upset when they don't get what they want, which is an issue. Like and they complain the most. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
What? Go to
Latino artists.
Go to Latino artists' comment sections. It's the most brutal comment sections
from fans.
From fans, yeah.
Oh,
like if they don't like, they gonna fucking eat you alive. So it's worse than the Shade Room. You think the Shade Room was bad?
Damn.
Go to World Star. Go to World Latin Star. Go to World Latin Star on Instagram.
That's a real place. World Latin Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real place. Yeah. It's a beautiful place.
I thought the salsa sala was funny.
Salsa sala.
La sala de salsa.
Okay, I like that. What? But anyway, so yeah, back to production. I produced for the last 3 years. I've been making a lot of music, met a lot of artists. Then I created One Mic Day because it was my excuse to meet more artists.
Tell people what One Mic Day is. They might not know.
One Mic Day is basically a artist for artist community, and we did a lot of not just music based but also comedy.
Yep, I performed.
We also opened up to poetry and just an artistry community because before One Mic Day, I used to go to this place. Wow, I'm blanking on their name right now.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I forgot, but they definitely inspired me to do One Mic Day because they were doing open mics, they were doing shows in this one venue, and I only knew about open mics and shows in New York City.
Right.
But then I had my son, so I moved back to Jersey, and I was like, well, what I'm doing in New York, none of that is happening in Jersey. So that's when I created One Mic Day so that artists in Jersey don't have to go to New York anymore and they can do showcases. But it was also a front for my excuse to want to connect with more artists from my production and make more music with artists and stuff. Because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I can make beats all day, but then there's nobody rapping on them or singing on them. And it's like, this beat is cool, but I want to make full production music. And now 3 years in, I got a few songs on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, YouTube.
And you played me one of the songs that you sang on.
Oh yeah, and then now lately,
and that was
I've been singing.
That was sick.
Thank you. I like that. That song is Felici. It's inspired by Lisi.
Oh, shout out to Lisi.
Yeah.
I hope she got some eats.
Which I like to brag about Lisi. She's one of the biggest food festival event curators in North America. Let's just say that.
You heard?
She does big food festivals. Shouts
What's
to
the name of the festival?
Midnight Market. Shout out to MMFB Productions. Shouts to the whole squad. That's Lisi. She's out of Jersey City. Killing it out in Jersey City. And we collabed for 4th of July. I brought all the DJs together. She ran the whole July 4th. It was Fat Joe, Wyclef Jean.
What?
And I forgot somebody else. But yeah, that's Lisi for you.
Nice.
Get in touch with her.
Follow Midnight Market.
Midnight Market, Atlanta as well. We be out there.
Oh, I love Atlanta. Oh my God, I want to go. When is it? When is it
The next one will be in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay tuned.
Definitely go.
For June.
It's lit.
Yum.
So yeah.
Amazing.
And we've worked together.
Yeah, we've worked together.
We've done some stuff together. I don't think
radio
we've done
shows
official together, but it's coming.
It's coming.
I like what we did last time.
Me too. Oh my God. Me and Isabel got a. Isabel.
What's the update with that?
she just had her album release party, so she was really working on
Fuck.
that. I know.
I've missed it.
You did miss it, and it was amazing. You would have loved it. You would have loved it. It was a jazz-tastic.
Yeah, because the venue is so nice.
It was jazz-tastic. It was dreamy. I'm so proud of her. If you haven't already, please go stream the Valise EP.
Yeah, go stream that.
On all streaming platforms.
That was a fun session.
It was, yeah. Well, stay tuned for the silliness that's going to ensue. And I might need you again. In the nearest future, because me, Rose, and Frankie cooked up some funny, silly stuff as well.
That's like the Luis Jimenez situation. Like, he is the king of making parody songs out of just anything.
That's how I am.
And like, he literally got on Billboard because he made a comedy album, but it's just an album of him singing songs, but it's just stupid. Like, it's just stupid songs.
1,000%.
He has a song called I think it's like Bajapanti or something like that. It's like just stupid songs that makes no sense. But he ended up I think he won Comedy Album of the Year for Billboard.
For Billboard.
The Billboard.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing.
Do comedy albums or funny songs, or I think that there's a market for it.
There is 1,000%, and that's like, I love comedy and I love music. And what I love the most is when I can effectively bring them together. Like, there's been sets that I've done that I either could not remember what I wanted to say next, and I would just throw in a silly melody, like random words, stringing random words together and singing them, and it would get a laugh because it's like, this is so dumb. But that's what I want. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't have, like, because I do like to be intellectual as well on stage.
Yes.
So it brings a nice balance. It brings a nice balance. Like, oh, okay, like, she has shit to say, but also it's like, she's dumb.
Yeah.
She's silly. She's not dumb. You know?
Yeah.
I'm a dumb bitch, but I'm not dumb. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Emphasis on the D. Anyway.
That was last night.
Not for me. Nothing happened for me last night. Anyway, just keep rubbing it in one day. God.
But I want to say on the record.
Yeah, say it on the record.
I'm very proud of you. You've definitely grown a lot. I know the whole sober story. We all know it, and I'm so proud of that. And also, but I'm very proud of your comedy career.
Thank you.
It's very hard. I'm a comedy aficionado. I am the #1 comedy fan. I will never be a comedian. I would maybe tap.
You've done some improv.
I would tap into improv.
Yeah,
like
and you're good.
If I got called for an SNL audition, I will go.
1,000%.
Which would never happen because I ain't.
Well, yeah, no, that's not. They don't call you. They don't call you. I'll tell you, they're not calling you. That's not how it works.
The dream would be to host a SNL. That would be amazing. I would fucking do that in a second. But I understand the aspect of comedy in the world and the hustle that it takes to open mics and all that. So I just want to say on record and that I love you and I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
You are a funny bitch.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah, it's been you were there from the beginning. It's funny because I did a Broadway audition the other day, and
for real?
one of my friends who came told me he was like I seen you from the beginning when it was a struggle. I've seen you struggle. And he was like, that was it, you know?
But that's
like,
what it is.
You got it. You did that. I see the growth. So
it goes back to just like consistency, being outside, doing what we got to do, taking a lot of bullshit.
A lot
of bullshit, not getting paid, promise that you're getting paid.
Paying it's a
lot of emotional attributes we got to go through as artists. Like even Lisi with the food festivals, it's just a lot of bullshit, but that bullshit makes you strong, and that bullshit makes you who you are and gives you your character, gives you your profile. You know what I'm saying? So
I was about to bust out.
Gives you this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, and I love everything you have said.
Thank you.
For the record. But yeah, as far as comedy goes specifically, even the greats will have a bad night. Like that's the thing with comedy. Like the same set could kill at my 7:00 show and bomb at my 9:00 show, and then you have to rely on craft. Not only do you have to rely on craft, you have to rely on being present in order to recover.
Exactly.
So, because like I've had some sets where like a lot of my jokes didn't work, but all of my recoveries did.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got the laughs, if not more laughs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was able to just be present and acknowledge. Sometimes all you have to do is acknowledge what's happening, and the audience will laugh because they're like, "Oh yeah, we're all, I saw that thing too. Oh, she's so funny." Like, Anyway, so
Which is
definitely
a skill. That's a skill.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's also like sometimes when you got to get on stage, you're not really in the mood to be funny. You're not really in the fucking mood to be funny.
Think about
You're going
this.
through stuff.
You're going on stage and you're talking to yourself. You're talking to an audience.
Yeah.
But you're definitely just having a conversation by yourself because nobody's conversing back with you.
Well, that's the thing too. It was something that I realized about acting versus stand-up. It's like, to me, acting is easier because all I have to do is know my cues.
Exactly.
Everything is crafted. I craft everything to necessitate the thing I have to say.
Yeah.
With stand-up, there are no cues. You are your cue, So you're not reacting.
Exactly.
You are it's like being as an actor, you need to be affected.
Mm-hmm.
As a comic, you need to be the affector.
Exactly.
So yeah,
you're doing it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Sometimes I'm more in the mood to be affected than be, you know what I mean? And like, I've gotten off stage and I've felt that. And I'm like, okay, I really wasn't 100% present today.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, it's par for the course. Like, it's par for the course. But that's why the repetitions, sometimes the repetitions is what gets you to a place of, even if you are in that headspace, you can still deliver.
Exactly.
So.
And you just gotta keep doing it. Keep going every day. Even to this day, I still don't feel like, I've done much. But then I have conversations.
You have imposter syndrome? You get imposter syndrome?
I think I do. It's not even imposter. It just
I like to call it closeted greatness.
That's a great term. That's a t-shirt right there. Clip
I was just gonna say that.
Clip it. T-shirt.
Sorry that I screamed.
Closeted greatness.
Closeted
available
greatness.
AlanaJ.com.
Closeted greatness. Closeted greatness.
Yeah.
That's a drop too.
Yeah, for the table.
Maybe not. I don't know.
But yeah, I was saying. I forgot.
Closeted greatness. I asked you about your closeted greatness.
Oh yeah, like I feel like I haven't done much.
Right.
But then I have convos like this, and then it's like I've done so fucking much.
Dude. Do you ever?
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
Have you ever written it all down? Sometimes I write it down.
No.
Sometimes I have to take moments.
I've not written it down.
And I haven't done it lately, but there have been times that I've actually just sat down, and when I'm feeling that closeted greatness, sat down and just written out everything that has confirmed that I am following the right trajectory.
Yeah.
And then you walk away and you're like, yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the universe wouldn't have all of this happen only for me to not
just say,
continue.
okay, that's it.
Right.
I'm done. No.
Random. What is your preparation for DJing, by the way? Do you build a set for
that's
everything?
Good question. Let's say, for example, last night on the drive there, I do listen to music. I just listen to music. I just get music pumped in me so that I'm literally like I'm pumping music into my soul.
I'm not sorry.
And it's not even the music that I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just music. I just need music on me.
Yeah.
And then I do the gig. And then lately I'm so confident in playing that I just play the music, and then whatever requests they have, I usually download it before whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I'm on the go. Last night I performed for it was like, I want to say like a good 500 people last night.
Nice.
For a holiday party for this big corporate company.
Yes, gotta get them corporate coins.
Oh, corporate coin is very marvelous. Thank you.
Let's talk about that after the show.
Thank you, corporate coins.
Let's talk about that after the show, because if you have connects, I would love to create some. Eric, I would love to create some events for corporations, hybrid events, music and comedy.
That'd be awesome.
Like the event we did.
That'd be awesome.
Respectfully, that was one of the. I know it was my event. It was our event.
Which one was that one?
My going away show. My going away show. That was one of the best events I ever attended, and I know it was mine, and I made it.
Is that the one that was at Berlin?
That was at Berlin when I left, and I cried like a little.
That was a great show.
That was one of the best events I think I've ever been to.
That was fun.
Removing myself out of it as a spectator.
I love that. I've had a few shows where I'm having so much fun.
Right.
And I'm like, I put this on.
Yeah.
And I'm having such a great time.
I did this.
And the only time that happens, I know when it happens, is when I have a packed house. When it's packed, I know there's people there, or I know I've already sold 100 tickets.
Yeah.
I'm going in with having the biggest fun ever. Like, I'm having such a blast.
Big fun.
Big fun.
The biggest fun.
Closeted,
Fun.
great fun.
Stupid fun.
So yeah, I definitely understand that.
Yum fun. Fun yum. Son?
It sounds like you're saying like Japanese names.
Yeah. I like
King
that.
Kong
I
Fun.
really don't like that guy.
Curtis,
okay,
who don't you like? All right. Let's talk about what you have coming up, and then let's wrap it up.
All right, cool. So when I'm wrapping up, I have a few songs coming out with a few artists. The long-term goal right now for 2025 is a project, like kind of like a production project. Maybe I'll be singing on some, but some I won't be singing on. And then
If you need any hooks.
the
If
close
you need any hooks.
close date, I got our old school versus new school reggaeton party. Shouts to Like Water and I. We created a studio community called Collab House. Collab stands for Community of Loud Ass Beats. So it's dedicated to DJs.
Yum.
Yum.
Shout out to Like Water.
Shout out to Juan Luis Guerra. You Google
Okay.
Juan Luis Guerra, and that is Like Water. He's
Juan Luis?
literally spitting image of him. Juan Luis Guerra. You know Juan Luis Guerra?
No, who's that? I'll Google him later.
He's like a Dominican, like just
Oh, that's why.
bachatero,
I
like
stay away from those.
same. Okay. But I'm with one, so I love her. So we created Collab House, which is a DJ focused production place. We have a place where, just like this place where people can come in and do their podcast. DJs can come in and do their sets, and we record them, and we record lives. We can also offer YouTube streaming, Twitch streaming, and then we also have the production side where you've been on, where we're making music as well.
Awesome.
So that's one avenue right there. And then on top of that, what we're trying to implement is events to go with our studio. So we have Collab House events, and we've done a few events like themed events, which I think is more fun. It brings out more partying out of people. They're coming in with a purpose. It's not like, oh, let's go to this bar and just have a drink and figure out if we like it or not. No, people are paying tickets. They're coming to party. And so we've done like Drake versus Bad Bunny. We've done Bad Bunny versus Fade. Fade is like a very popular reggaeton artist in the Latin community, Latin world. And then recently we've been doing old school versus new school reggaeton, which is my nostalgia of of when I started DJing off the iPod, which is where we now it circles back to what we started this whole conversation.
Yes. Who's been winning, the old or the new?
The old.
Yeah?
The old definitely. The old is definitely louder.
Classics.
Classics.
Rakata. Rakata.
Oh shit. So yeah, the old definitely is down. So down. So yeah, the old school's definitely been winning. So we're doing this in Marimba Cafe. Shouts to Marimba. Where's the camera? Let me do this promo right. Marimba Cafe this Friday, December 20th. Old school versus new school reggaeton. Tickets are very low. They're cheap. We're keeping it low because it's also Marimba's 1-year anniversary. They're a very, very amazing Colombian, Puerto Rican owned coffee shop based out of Hackensack, New Jersey. Repping Jersey. We're doing this party. And then in February, Marimba Cafe also has a boat in Puerto Rico. So we're going to Puerto Rico. The tickets are copped. They're
on a
booked.
boat? Oh.
We're on a boat. We're doing the party
So they
on
can't
the
come?
boat. Who can't come?
Nobody could come because it's already capped?
No.
Oh.
I already bought my, like, it's happened.
you.
Like, we already got travel
Got it.
situated. Like, we're doing this. So on a boat, February 8th, it's my birthday weekend. So tickets are like $100, but for $100, you get 5 hours on the boat. We go to a private island in Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
Unlimited Don Q rum. When I say unlimited, I'm talking about you in the water, and the shipping crew, the ship crew, comes to you in the water and says, "Do you want me to refill your drink?" Takes my cup, swims back to the boat, refills it, hops off the boat, comes swims back with my drink.
Wow.
That's included. And then on top of that, it's the party,
Synchronized shots.
which we're gonna be doing. We're doing a YouTube stream off of it, so we're recording it on the boat. So yeah, February 8th.
When you say a YouTube stream, do you mean like these? Because I was at a party recently, and there was they put the YouTube channel on, and it was a DJ, just random people
In the
dancing,
back, yeah.
dancing in a room.
That's the new.
That's the new
That's
thing.
the new thing. Like that's for us DJs to want to build our portfolio. That's our way out now. Is we have to do these parties. It's called boiler room style, which is you're DJing in the front, and then everybody's partying behind you.
Ah.
So that's like the new.
It was a little
wave.
weird to me. I'm not gonna lie.
It is
I was
different.
like,
It is different, but it is
who the fuck are they?
the numbers that are showing that people are interested in these. People are literally hiring DJs off YouTube.
Right.
So, like,
I get it. I understand.
and you
'cause I
can
was
just
like,
put
this is
it on, and if you're having like a dinner or something, and like you feel the ambiance of the energy that was recorded, you see that energy, so you're like, oh, this is cool.
yeah, but I didn't really like the way they was dancing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
I mean,
they
it
could have.
depends. I mean, if you're listening to whatever,
They must have been. It must have been a long day of filming because they was a little low energy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like the DJ is giving a lot more than y'all. You know what I mean?
well,
It's giving Britney when she was on Lithium. You know?
but yeah, as a collab house, we're doing more of those events,
Yeah.
those videos too, of
Okay.
like behind it and all that, because it's what it is now.
It's what it is.
and we're just following the quo and
What
yeah.
it is right now. It is what it is right now.
it is.
Beautiful. Thank you for all that promo and all the plugs.
Thank
and
you.
y'all pull up, swim up.
Yeah, and follow me onedaysounds.com. We got websites now. onedaysounds.com. I worked very hard on it. It's a beautiful website. You can see everything. You see all my YouTubes, my videos, where I'm performing next.
Clickety click.
I'm an artist now. Like I gotta do this shit.
Yeah, that is definitely
So
production, DJing, all of it.
Yep.
So, beautiful. All right, time for the last two questions, and then we can get the. We don't got to go home, but we got to get the hell out of here. Okay, last two questions.
What's up?
The name of the show is Act Up.
Yes, let's act up.
I'm trying to motivate people to take action to elevate their lives.
Mm-hmm.
How do you suggest people act up today?
Well, we're gonna act up by not acting down,
Oh,
and we're gonna Proverb 12:13. No,
elaborate.
We're gonna act up by just continuing our passions, no matter how many times we feel like we're down and out. We're gonna continue, even if we take breaks. Breaks are important. I take a lot of breaks too. That sometimes you won't hear from me for a few months, but that's me. What do you call it?
recalibrating.
Recalibrating. We
Alana,
recalibrating
Miriam.
expeditiously in the flourishes of the explosion of the extensive treasury of institution.
Look how smart I just made this man.
I sound like Princeton University, I was at Princeton University last night. That's where we was at.
Oh, I feel.
So, anyways, we gonna act up by acting right, acting smart, acting on love, acting on passion.
Oh,
Period.
period. Love it. Continue, and we're gonna continue to continue.
Yes.
Last question. If you were writing your memoir right now, what would you name this chapter of your life?
I will call it the Amazon Order of the Phoenix. I like that one.
I like it too. I don't know what it means, but it's provocative.
The Amazon Order of the Phoenix.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Elaborate.
Well, right now I'm heavy on Amazon. But it's the Phoenix because I feel like I've been reborn. I feel like I feel there's a refreshness in my life right now that started in mid year. And I feel like a lot of great things are coming my way. And I compared to last year, it's night and day. My life has been night and day. So, and that's just, rebirth, which is if you know Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix was when the Phoenix rise from the ashes. And
oh, it's a Harry Potter reference. I
yeah,
didn't
Harry
know.
Potter. I love Harry. Shouts to Harry, Hermione. Shouts to Ron. Shouts to Miss Weasley. Shouts to Albus.
Shout out to Voldemort.
His name is Dumbledore, but we're on first name basis.
I didn't read the books.
Shouts to Professor McGonagall. Shouts to Professor Snape, R.I.P.
Is that the whole
Great
fucking
people.
cast? Did you get the whole fucking cast? Goddamn.
Oh, and Hagrid. Shouts to Hag.
Need a hag.
Expecto Petroleum. I don't even know where we're at right now. Yeah, Amazon Order of the Phoenix. Because now since everything's 9-day, money's getting a little better.
That's good.
Now I'm on Amazon, and now I understand why women like to order shit and boxes just show up.
Women are not the only ones.
There's usually women that do that.
Well, then.
But it's okay. I'm bringing the men to the forefront. We're going to come in, and we're going to Amazon Order of the Phoenix as well.
All right. Thank you for bringing the men into furthering capitalism. I love that journey for us. Well, thank you for being here one day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
This is overdue. Well
and
overdue.
thank you for being there for me this year, because this year was a lot.
It was a lot.
And you were definitely somebody who I relied on heavily at moments.
Oh, thank you.
For emotional support.
Yes.
So I really do
support buddies.
appreciate that, and I don't take that lightly. So yeah, I just needed to say that too. I appreciate your friendship, and I admire your growth and everything that you continue to do. So before we take this break, look, y'all, I'm just gonna plug this really quickly. You know, obviously I do the podcast. I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm pretty sure my calendar is up to date. AlanaJ.tv/shows. My website is AlanaJ.tv. And my shows should be all on my calendar.
Go ahead now.
So catch me when you can, if you can. Another thing, again, I am trying to get into more event production. I love curating events. I'm really fucking good at it. Not to brag. I'm a great MC. I emceed Valise's party the other night, and I got incredible feedback. You know, she was like, you set the tone for the show. That's what I do.
Energy.
I be setting tones.
Energy.
You know, I got that BDE. Big Dora the Explorer energy. I guess it's BDE. Anyway, so my backpack, I left my backpack. Actually, I have to go get my backpack in the city. That's neither here nor there. And also, I love to educate. I love to educate. I do. That's what the T is for. An ACT UP, actor, comedian, teacher. I educate on fitness. I educate on acting. I educate on public speaking. So if you like anything that comes out of my mouth and you think I can be of service to you, holla at your girl, because it's time. It's time to elevate. My motto going into the new year is F you pay me, and I am worth it. F you pay me. Don't you play me.
Don't you play me.
F you pay me.
F you pay me.
Don't you play me.
FAFSA, IRS.
We're going to record that. Record. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow me. AlanaJ.tv. Act Up with AJ. Like, subscribe, share, smash that like button. Love you. Thank you for being here and supporting the show. Mwah, we out.
Hasta luego.